What's good, family? It's your boy Also Jay. Peace and love, Also family. Welcome back to the channel. Now today, yes sir, we are reacting to more woke TikToks. So let's jump straight into it. These be some good videos, fam.
Listen, bro, don't let these people on this fucking app fool you, bro. Like, don't let these people convince you that money don't matter. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the nigga to tell you that you should be all about money and that your daily drive should just be to just get money, No, I'm not gonna tell you to do that. But don't let these fucking spiritualists get in your head and tell you that money don't matter.
Let me speak on this really quickly. I've actually said in the past that I don't believe in the poor and righteous. Right? There used to be a thing. There's a saying that they call poor and righteous. It's like once a person starts to move in a path of righteousness, they think that getting money is like selling your soul, or they believe that money is the root of all evil. No, greed is the root of all evil. Money is really an energy frequency. It's currency. It's a form of exchange. So of course the system that the money flows through. Now, if you want to get on a deeper level, like the actual money itself is just the, how do I say, the representation of that frequency currency. Now, depending on the level of consciousness of the collective, that is what depends on what the currency would be. In our current world, what we normally pay for is services. Every single thing around you was sold. A person has to give in order to get. So when someone creates something, if you don't know how to do it yourself, if you don't give the physical energy of creating that yourself, like for example, I'm looking at my desk right now. If I don't know how to create this, right? Mind you, this desk came in like 8 to 10 pieces, and I put the pieces together, but those pieces were already built. You know what I'm saying? The pieces itself were already built. The company that had the desk, they paid the workers to build it, and then they sold it to me. But just because the system is corrupted and the way it works, how much money people get, all this type of things, yeah, it's all corrupted for sure. But the key is raising the consciousness so where people can have more compassion, less greed, and money can actually be used the right way. But it is a necessary tool though, because how else are we gonna do some type of exchange of goods or services? No one person can do everything, but there's things that you're gonna need. You might need other people to do. Unless you're able to build a community to where everybody has a role in the community. But then in that instance, you're still trading. It's just that money is the middleman for real. So I agree with him. I said all that to say this. I do agree with him. Money is necessary. You just can't fall into the state of greed. You gotta have compassion. But money is an energy in itself. Old spiritual teachers used to teach poor and righteousness, but we're now in a time and age where newer spiritual teachers actually support the idea of building your finances because it's just energy. It's a form of energy.
Don't let them think that this fucking life is just cupcakes and rainbows without money, because nigga, it's fucking not. The same niggas that's on this bitch telling you money don't matter, they bitch ass gonna go pay their light bill right after they drop that video. Right after they tell you money don't matter, they stupid ass gonna go pay their water bill. So how don't money matter? You use money to pay your bills. Without money, you don't eat. Without money, nigga, you don't got nowhere to stay. You see what I'm saying? Unless we put an end to this fucking system and we live off the land like how we should be doing. But
like I said, see, he just said it though. How we should be doing. It's really the system. This is the thing. We came into this game to play this system. That's what it is. That's what a lot of us have to realize. Shit, man. I have a rebellious spirit, so that's something I'll be having to remind myself. You gotta play the game. The key is to master it, so then you could escape it. I envision a world where enough people, because it's all about energy, right? So enough people could tap into that energy, and when there's enough people on a certain consciousness level that masters the game, beats the system, masters the system, and take over the system. Because if you're conscious, you're a glitch in the matrix. So if we could take over the matrix, or really just ascend past it, then we could create new systems. But he's right. As long as, and until you are able to tap into that energy, if you don't have that power, you gotta play the game.
Nobody want to put an end to the system because everybody fucking comfortable in this system. You see what I'm saying? So niggas gotta do what they gotta do to make money. You feel me? But don't let niggas on this bitch fool
And that's why the people who created the system are masterminds. That you ever heard of when you butter something up, what do you butter it up for? To cook it. Right? One of my old coworkers, she used to always say, it was funny, she used to be like, don't butter me up, when people would like give her compliments and stuff, because she knows they doing it to get something out of her. You know what I'm saying? So the same way how people lull people to sleep, or the same way how women, how some people use women to set up their enemies, right? It's the same thing, like the system. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give you enough to survive, but they're also gonna make you dependent on pleasure. Now you're comfortable. Now you're spoiled. Now you're lazy. It depends. It depends on where you're at in life. There's different weapons used against, depending on where you're at in the system. But that was key what he said. A lot of people are just comfortable, too comfortable in the system. So real change ain't gonna happen without real action. So he's right. I feel like you gotta do one or the other. You either gotta come together with a group of people and actually make a difference, or at least build something in the silence. Shout out to Brother Yosef, man. If y'all don't know Brother Yosef, New Life Tools, my spiritual teacher. He has his YouTube channel, New Life Tools. He has a tribe, and he's doing it the right way. You've heard other people have done things of this nature, but see, people minds are so rooted and conditioned in a way where when people start actually making real change, like a tribe and building something, the ignorant will say it's a cult. If that's a cult, religion's a cult. And the reason why I'm shouting him out is because that's the ideal of, if you're going to try to change the system, you create your own system. But of course, he played the system itself. He's a grown adult. He's in his 40s. The tribe he just started to build his tribe. Your own land. Create your own system. That's the goal, you know what I'm saying? For people like us, we got to create our own systems. You feel me? So it's either you do something like that, or you play the game to the best of your abilities. Really, you're probably gonna have to play the game to the best of your abilities in order to get to a point where you could build your own tribe, because land costs money. The things that you're gonna want to put on the land cost money. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to know how to do for self. Your whoever is in your tribe, your family, whoever is gonna have to know how to do for self. Things still need to get done. You feel me? We just got the people who run the system doing it for us, but our best interest isn't at heart. So, I mean, hey, what would you rather?
Don't let these niggas on this bitch convince you that money don't matter. Because the same niggas that tell you that shit, they ass use money on a daily basis. You use money every day, nigga, so how don't it matter? You can't do shit on this physical realm without money. So how don't it matter? Yeah, spiritually, money don't matter. Spiritually, you are a soul and a spirit. Spiritually, you are already free. Physically, though, while you still in this body, while we still trapped in these bodies, nigga, money do matter, nigga. Because you are trapped in a physical body. You are stuck on a physical realm. And on this physical realm, there are rules. On this physical realm, there is shit that you have to abide by, nigga. You can't just walk in the store and grab what the fuck you want. You can't just walk in the store and grab what the fuck you want. Why? Because they have something called the law. You see what I'm saying? These human beings done created something called the law, right? It's against the law for you to go in the store and grab fruit and take that shit freely. It's against the law to go in the store and get you a bottle of water and drink it. That's called theft. That's called stealing, right? That's against the law. So it's certain shit that you have to abide by on this physical realm. Just like you have laws and rules in the spiritual realm, you also have it on the physical realm. Every realm has its own rules. Every realm has its own laws. Ain't shit on this realm free. Nothing on this realm is free. See what I'm saying? Spiritually, everything is free. But on this physical realm, nothing is free. You need paper money to do everything. So what I'm telling you is, don't let these spiritual niggas get in your head and tell you that money don't matter. Because that same nigga gonna go pay his fucking light bill.
And let me also talk about how money is energy. Because, you can see the path of where things are going. Once money becomes completely digital and we don't have any more physical paper and paper money, people are literally gonna just be exchanging numbers on a screen. Now, nothing happens on coincidence or accident. So the people who have a lot of money on this, a lot of big numbers on the screen, and people who have low numbers on the screen, it's about the frequency. It's about the frequency. Because, yeah, he's right when he's saying money matters on the physical realm. Absolutely. I always say, don't be so spiritually high that you nerf the good. Shout out to Brother Yosef again, because that's where I learned that from years ago. But don't be too spiritually high that you're no earthly good. That's so true. But I'm just talking about on another level, like, the energy of it.
He's gonna go pay his fucking car note. He's gonna go pay something right after he tell you money don't matter. So how the fuck don't money matter if you use the shit every day?
Yo, this he's tight. He's mad. He must have seen somebody talking about that and was like, yo, I gotta pay all these bills. I gotta pay all this da. They keep telling me money don't matter. He fake crashing out.
That money do matter. Niggas,
I'll be the same in my videos, low key though. In turn, it's the passion, it's the energy. I'm just playing.
pushing that message. Stop pushing the message like money is a bad thing. Don't let these niggas convince you that money is bad. Yes, money can be bad if it falls into the wrong hands. Yes, money can be bad if it's being used the wrong way. But nigga, money itself is not bad. It's just who uses the money. Your energy determines, nigga, whatever energy you are, whenever you get money, that energy is just gonna amplify.
That's the saying that they say, like money don't change you, it just increases who you are. It amplifies who you already were. Right? So they say once a person starts to get money, you really start to see who they are for real. They start feeling themselves, and they have access to things they never had access to, and they're able to do things. They can pretty much do whatever they want physically. You know what I mean? For the most part. We ain't gonna act like they're untouchable. They might get away with a lot more, but for the most part, they able to do what they want. So, like the saying says, it just amplifies who you already are.
You're a person and you all about peace and positivity. Once you get that money, you're gonna do things to bring more peace and positivity to the world.
Facts.
If you are,
man, y'all just wait and see what I'm gonna do. I'm only 26. I got a mission, family. I got a mission.
Individual, once you get money, you are gonna bring more negativity into the world with the money that you get because you're a negative individual. Right? Money just amplifies who you already are. Don't let niggas get on this bitch confusing you thinking that money don't matter, because money does matter. I would never tell you money don't matter. I would never tell you not to do what you gotta do to make sure you good. You see what I'm saying? If you gotta make your little TikTok videos, if you a content creator, nigga, make them videos. Nigga, get your money. If you got a job, if you got a 9-to-5 job, nigga, go to work. You need money on this physical realm. I'm not finna sit here and tell you to quit your job. I'm not finna sit here and tell you to cut off any source of income you have because money don't matter. I will be setting your ass up for failure. Nigga, like I said, the same niggas that make them videos saying money don't matter, they bitch ass gonna go pay a light bill right after that video. So don't let these niggas get on this bitch fooling you like money don't matter, because it do. On this physical realm though. Only on this physical realm do paper money matter. Spiritually, your soul, your spirit is already free. But on this physical realm matter, because they gonna have you fucked up out here. Niggas gonna have they supposed to come to me online, bro. They gonna have you fucked up out here.
It go like this, it go like, so how you just gonna say, hey, that you don't love me? So how you just gonna say?
He sound good, I ain't even gonna lie. Young Pharaoh sound good, but if you see my previous videos where he came up in these TikTok reaction things, y'all already know. I'm gonna say it. I ain't even gonna say it, man. He's just not the same. He's just not the same, and it's just funny. It's funny because if you know Young Pharaoh, it's funny.
Hey, that you don't want to be the guy.
Just look. Hey, remember this: the eyes are the windows to the soul. Always look into a person's eyes. Look into a person's eyes. The eyes never lie.
How you just gonna say, hey, that you don't want me? So how you just gonna say, hey, that is over? And then they go like, I swear to God, girl, I was so in love with you.
This shit hard though.
Say you love me, but you tell him that you love him too. I do everything, so tell me what he does for you. Does he do the same things that I does for you? Does he give you good dick like I does to you? My stomach hurt thinking about what he does to you. And I know he can eat that pussy like I does for you. That's why you hesitant to leave him like he wants you to. Do you listen to the things he say about me to you? Girl, I never thought that shit could come between me and you. Right or wrong, when we argued, I would reason with you. And I treated you like a queen, I never cheated on you. I put food in your fridge, I spent my last on you. Every time you called, I came running fast for you. I provided the way every man has to do. No complaints, I did everything you asked me to. If your organs wouldn't float and you was dying, boo, I swear to God I would've gave one of mine to you. I made your friends my friends and share mine with you. Told my niggas you was real when you was a writer too. So, no, I said, and loved you harder when I almost had that child with you. Should I even fell in love with your mama too? So how you just gonna say, ay, that you don't love me? So how you just gonna say, ay, that you don't wanna be together? How you just gonna say, ay, that you don't want me? So how you...
Yo, this is so random too. Yo, somebody said this shit belong in the trash expeditiously. That's tough. I think it's hard. I think if it was like if he took it serious and he put it like on a song, on a beat, got it mixed and mastered, and nigga, that shit would be hard. They hating, but it's just funny because Young Pharaoh.
Just gonna say, ay, that is over.
Wow. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this song hard though. I can't even front. Yeah, that shit was good.
That shit, bro. That's how I learned how to sing. Go to the club. You want to go to the club and...
Hold on. Okay, this is the original Young Pharaoh.
on you some Douce.
This is the Young Pharaoh before the eye tat. Now look at the difference. Look at the difference in the message.
You want to sip on you some Douce. You want to sip on you some Douce. What's that on the front of Douce? On the Douce thing? The shit that's on the front of this Douce.
Guys, so many of these brands be having these symbols in our like. Damn, I just had a idea just spark in my mind about a new presentation. I've actually been having a lot of ideas about presentations, but the idea that just came in my mind, that one might be a little risky.
It's the same shit that was just on Jay-Z pin on his shirt. The Leviathan Cross. Go look it up. It's called the fucking Leviathan Cross, assholes. Go look it up. The motherfucking, they got the goddamn satanic cross right on the bottom. You niggas in the club with your Douces jigging with motherfucking Lucifer in your hand.
Bro, people be so unaware though. That's where it be hitting me. Like, people just be living life. Don't even think about what a symbol, what these symbols mean, family. When you do things, it's just the ignorance and the unawareness. But I don't blame people because there's things that I'm still ignorant to, and there's things that I'm knowledgeable about now that I was once ignorant to. And it's not our fault. It's not your fault. You don't know what you don't know. But this is why it's important when you do learn something, spread the knowledge so less people are ignorant and they actually have a choice. Because you don't really have a choice when you don't know what you're doing. You're not really making a choice. You're just doing something. You don't know what you're doing. It's not a choice if you don't know what you're doing. I saw this comment. This guy was talking about how, I'm trying to think of the word. I don't even know what to call it. Disgusting, gruesome, grotesque. Grotesque is the word. How grotesque pork is. And the dark secrets behind it. And what it does to your body. And what it potentially really is. And somebody commented and said, I'm the type of person who loves to watch these videos, but I'm still gonna eat some pork though. To me, I just don't get it. That there, but then again, I do get it. But it's not okay. It's really not okay. But it's your life, so hey, if you think it's okay, who am I to tell you what's okay for you?
That's yourself, huh? Because alcohol, as I broke down 3 years ago, etymologically means al-ghul. Al-ghul means body-eating spirit. Okay? When you drink alcohol, okay? Because there's a difference between alcohol and wine, okay? When you drink alcohol, the ethanol that's in it, just like when you go to pump your gas, if you read on the gas meter at the gas station, it say ethanol. Motherfucker, the same shit that you putting in your car is in your drink. So the ethanol seeps through the fucking lining in your stomach, goes into your bloodstream, thins out your blood, goes to your brain, poisons your brain, and this is how you get drunk, okay? And so this is why, hangovers and all of this shit be so bad and you be so lightheaded because you literally got ethanol eating away at your fucking brain. But don't worry, because you just want to get rock star wasted. Now, peep game. When you drink when you drink same difference. When you drink alcohol, aka that body-eating spirit, the reason they call it a body-eating spirit, okay, is because it lowers your aura.
No, literally. Alcohol literally lowers your vibration and your aura. Literally. And I'm the type of person I could feel like the last time I drank alcohol, not even just the last time. Anytime I've drank some alcohol, I don't drink hard liquor. Like he said, there's a difference between liquor and wine. In the past, when I was already conscious, because I was conscious before I stopped drinking hard liquor, I felt immediately my energy, and I don't mean energy like physical energy, I'm talking about spiritual energy, drop. My aura. I'm very sensitive to my energy. I'm telling you, family, when you do energy work and you open your energy channels, you become really sensitive to it. I felt it. What's scary about it is how you could blacking out is the scary thing about alcohol. What is going on there? Like, let's talk about it. What is going on for a person to be able to drink a drink that if they drink enough of it, they'll completely lose their memory of the previous night? It was just a couple hours ago. It's not like you have short-term memory loss on a regular basis. How could you completely lose your memory of things that you were doing of the night before from a drink?
It's because it lowers your aura. In science, this is called a biofield. Okay? Your electromagnetic field produced by your biological system.
What was I just talking to you about in my presentation? Your electromagnetic torus field is your aura. It's scientifically proven you have an aura, family. This isn't just no speculation. You have an aura.
So that being said, it lowers the strength of it. And it allows someone or something with a stronger field of magnetism to attach to yours and influence you. Just like if your kids start hanging around the wrong motherfuckers, they could get negatively influenced. What happens when your spirit start hanging around negative spirits? You don't think that it gets wrongfully influenced? This is why some people drink alcohol and become a whole nother motherfucker. Huh? You know how much shit people do drunk that they would never do sober?
That's a fact. I'm not gonna lie. When I think about it, the worst decisions I've made in my life, I was drunk. For a fact. In my past, the worst decisions I ever made happened when I was drunk.
Now, if you don't believe me or you think I'm capping, let me pull this up. See? Now, this is just a small clip from another lecture I did called Spirit Diet, when I was proving the health differences between alcohol and fruit smoothies. But I'm using this here. Now, what you're about to see is a machine called an electrosomnographic scanner. They hook it up to you the same way they hook a motherfucking lie detector up. And they are able to determine the strength of your very soul and your chakras at the time of alcohol ingestion. And they're able to tell if you're possessed. Okay? Let's keep it moving. Now listen to this, family. Listen to this shit. Listen to it. Let me make sure the volume all the way up. Let's go. Listen. Listen.
Every stimulus, including what we drink, affects the activity of the spiritual energy centers in our subtle body, known as Kundalini chakras. These chakras regulate the flow of subtle energy for various functions.
Yeah.
To aid our research,
this is things that they need to teach people in school. Oh my God. When I think about what they teach in school, the powerful information that there is in this world and the stuff that they're teaching in school, I definitely think reading and writing is a good skill. To be honest though, the way it's looking, people are not even gonna have to write with all this technology. But I think reading and writing is a good skill. I think maybe a little bit of basic math. Basic. Not no pre-calculus algebra. Basic math could be necessary in your younger years, right? It's good skill in the younger years. You know, you gotta be able to count things. You gotta know how to count. simple counting. That's about it though. Other than that, they really be teaching a bunch of BS. What they could be teaching? Let me let the video play.
We made use of a biofeedback machine, which uses an electrosomatographic scanning technique.
Right?
This technique gives us an interpretation of the electrical activity of a person's Kundalini chakras.
Yo, where can I buy this? I'm about to scan everybody. You come into my house, you getting scanned. You getting scanned. You can't come through the front door. You can't walk past the front. We scan you outside the front door.
Yes.
I'm just kidding, fam.
Using this machine, we conducted an experiment using 10 volunteers, all of whom were doing spiritual practice.
Yup. Now watch. Listen.
In this sample,
Oh, hold on. Let me bring it back. That's my bad. I fucked that up. Here we go. Let me come back.
of a persons who were doing spiritual practice. In this sample, 5 of the volunteers were afflicted by demonic possession.
Huh? You heard what he said, right? 5 motherfuckers that got drunk was inflicted by demonic possession. Huh? So you in the club with your motherfucking satanic cross on your motherfucking alcoholic potion, getting ready to do a ritual on yourself and possess your motherfucking self. Huh? Let's keep it moving.
While the others were free from any negative energy distress.
Let's keep it moving.
The reason we chose such a sample is because people worldwide are affected by negative energies to some extent. And in 30% of cases, people are possessed by these negative energies with or without their knowledge.
Huh? With or without your knowledge, you are possessed, motherfucker. You're doing rituals on your stupid ass self, bitch. And don't let it be a Saturday, because Saturday is Kronos. That's one of the most violent days of the week. Kronos is the energy deity that eat his own motherfucking kids. Huh? Friday, Frigga, nasty ass, promiscuous ass white woman. Why do you think they tell you to go party on Friday and Saturday? Those are the days of Frigga and Kronos, aka sex and murder. Huh? How many niggas have sex or commit murder after the motherfucking club on Fridays and Saturdays? You tell me. You tell me. This is not a coincidence. This is not a coincidence. You stupid motherfuckers. It's called ritual, you fucking retards. That's why it's a liquor store on every...
Yo, I forgot how vulgar Young Pharaoh used to be. And when I was younger, this was like normal. You know, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. But now that I'm older, I still curse, but I don't curse as much. It stands out to me when people curse a lot. And the energy that he was displaying in his video, even if you see some of my presentations, I be having a similar energy. Sometimes it's a little hard to not come off like that. When you're like, because sometimes I can get frustrated when things seem obvious to you or clear to you, and you're gonna break things down to people, and it's like, hello, you know what I'm saying? My girl like to say I'm snarky sometimes. I be mindful of it though. Trust me. If I wasn't mindful of it, it would probably be a lot worse. You feel what I'm saying? That's just the honest to God truth. I just wanted to point that out because that was something I was noticing.
The fucking corner. It's a portal and a gateway and that liquid to bring them demons in your house. But you're not gonna stop. Cause you just wanna be on Instagram with the Duce bottle with your fucking retard ass. Let's keep it moving.
Yo.
Surprise!
We scanned all the volunteers to get baseline readings of their chakras.
Yo, where is this? You talk about how bad the system is. I mean, we on our way slowly. Cause I be seeing some little wellness centers with little meditation people outside. Like the little poster of a meditation. I went to a philosophy class that was being promoted to show the meditating girl in the train station. So, you know, that's progress. But this is the type of shit you need to have on your corner. A motherfucking store you go walk into like, yo, boss, can you check my chakras? Like, what my chakras looking like right now? And they'll tell you like, okay, well, your sacral chakra is is balanced, but your solar plexus is unbalanced. Your heart chakra could use a little bit of work. Now your throat chakra is completely unbalanced. Your third eye chakra is almost non-existent. And then they'd be like, okay, here's a guide for you where what you could do to help balance these chakras. And hey, just so you know, your root chakra, it's a little bit too much energy down there. You might want to do something about that. That's what we need. Yo.
Let's see what it said.
We then served all of them alcohol. Some had whiskey and some had beer. They all had between 2 to 3 standard size drinks. Soon afterwards, we took another reading to see the effect the alcohol had on their chakras.
Let's see what effect it had.
Hold on, family, because I'm about to look up on my phone. Is only where my phone at? I don't even know where my phone is at. I'm about to look on my phone and see if I can find this thing, because I need that. Everybody getting scanned. Yes, family, we looking this up. I ain't gonna lie though, I gotta look at reviews and stuff. I don't want to buy no BS. I need something legit. You feel me? I'm dead. Like, bro, I'm gonna be. If I could find this, I'm going to be using it on people. Of course, I would use it on myself, but I really wanted to use it on other people. Oh, I found something, family. I gotta look at the reviews. Let me continue this video. I'm about to look into that later.
See what it said.
We continued to take readings at regular intervals until we found that the readings had returned to somewhere near the original baseline.
Mm-hmm.
It took as long as 170 hours or 7 days to get back to normal for one volunteer, while the average across all volunteers was about 60 hours or 2.5 days.
Mm-hmm.
With regards to the volunteers who were possessed, the change in readings on the biofeedback machine for 60% of them were more negative. This actually means that there was a decrease in activity of their chakras.
Okay, so let me reiterate that for y'all. 60% of the volunteers who were drunk and afflicted by demonic possession, for over the time period of a week, their spiritual energy stayed decreased, their chakra power stayed decreased, and they was possessed for a fucking week.
So think about the motherfuckers who drink every weekend. Think about that. They walking around with their chakras unbalanced. I mean, the average person is walking around with their chakras unbalanced, but they walking around possessed 24/7. Matter of fact, you also hear alcohol literally puts holes in your aura, which lines up with Young Pharaoh's saying, but it puts holes in your aura to where it's easier for negative entities, because negative entities, all they really want to do is create negative energy so they can feed off of it. So if there's holes in your aura, they're gonna merge into your aura and influence negative emotions, because all emotions are is energy and motion. So that's how they're gonna be able to feed. That's how they're gonna be able to get you to create that energy they want to feed off of, the negative energy, the negative emotions.
Some of you niggas drunk every day, every night.
Yo, I'm talking about the every weekers. I didn't even mention the motherfuckers who drink every day. Yo, family, I used to work for MTA. If y'all know what MTA is, I'm from Brooklyn, New York. That is the train. Everybody knows that there's a bunch of trains in New York. MTA run that. All the trains is MTA. And I was a track worker. I used to help fix and build the train tracks. And I have my coworkers, one of the main things that they did, they especially did it every week, but some of them was doing it every day. After we got off the track, niggas pulling out the Henny, the Douce, niggas getting lit. And I remember this one girl, mind you, track workers is mostly guys, but there would be some girls that worked there. And there was this one girl, she told me, she said, oh, like, I drink. You wouldn't have guessed it because she was very normal, functional. You wouldn't have guessed it, but she said she drinks every day, and then I was like every day. I was like, that's crazy. And I was like, you don't want to slow that down? I was like, you don't think you should slow that down a little bit? She's like, nah, I can't. I can't. And she starts laughing. I'm like, mind you, family, some people, they don't project that toxic energy that they're taking in, and they still drink a lot. So people only look at it from the surface level, like, okay, if they're not causing problems, it's cool. And the crazy thing about MTA was like, yo, we used to get drug tested. Granted, alcohol leaves your system after like if you drink right after work, you should be alright. And family, I only know this because I worked with alcoholics. Like, to put it quite simple with you, I worked with alcoholics, and we used to get random drug tests. So if you were smoking weed, that was over. It was over with that, because you know weed stay in your system longer. But the liquor, you just gotta make sure, you know what I'm saying, it's not too late in the night, or it's not too close before your bedtime, because them motherfuckers got fired because of that. But I'm getting into a whole nother story.
You niggas is drunk every night, let alone motherfucking once a week. And I'm not talking about no wine. And so now you might say, oh, Pharaoh, why is this important? What kind of lifestyle does street niggas promote? Drinking, doing drugs, having sex. All shit that has to do with ritualism. Okay? See? Ain't nobody saying you can't get drunk and have no sex.
I miss the old young Pharaoh, man. He was really, telling y'all, family, he had the potential to really, like, be a real difference maker. I mean, he really was already on that way, and they really did something, bro. I say it every time I see him in one of these videos, but
what you drinking? What's in that drink? What day? What time is it? What kind of sex you having? Huh? Is it love? Is it lustful? Is you niggas trying to run a train? You want some demonic shit? What you want? What type of time you want? All of that play a key. It's not what you do, it's why you do it. Let's keep it moving.
And how?
Let's keep it moving. Let's go.
80% of the volunteers.
I'm done with this slide. I proved my point. Okay, now we want to talk about an incubus and a succubus. See? Because you might say, oh, Pharaoh, well, if I'm getting possessed, what am I getting possessed by? I don't know, nigga. Might be your bitch ass grandfather's, great grandfather's ghost in your, I don't know. But let me tell you what I do know. Okay? There are entities out there that feed off of the frequency of your root chakra. It's called biotuning. You can tune your body biologically just like you can tune an instrument. The one on the left is a succubus.
Let me tell y'all something about succubus. Because on this channel, y'all have heard me speak about semen retention before. Hold your seed. See how long you could go without getting a little visit from a succubus. Now, see, a nigga like me, I got protection everywhere. But you could get caught lacking. Just like in the streets, niggas with their gun, they got all the guns, sometimes they be lacking. Sometimes I'll be lacking. I try to keep this stuff around me when I go to bed at night and all that stuff. It's actually been a while since I've seen one of these motherfuckers, but especially if you could remember your dreams and shit, and you spiritually aware, or you get sleep paralysis too, like, those are real entities, family. Now, they can't really harm you. That's why you shouldn't really be scared, because you really got the power to blow them away. Like, they can't fuck with you for real. But they know that you're ignorant. They know you don't know any better, so you're easy pickings. Knowledge is power. If you know what you're capable of, that's a whole nother story. But the more you hold your seed, this is what I'm talking about, holding your seed. Hold your seed for real. And see how long you last without seeing a motherfucking succubus. In your dreams, it depends on the person. I don't know how aware y'all are of y'all dreams. But in your dreams, or you might have sleep paralysis, you might see something. Literally, when you're holding that energy, your aura is expanding. There's other ways to expand your aura. But this is a way to expand your aura by not actually doing an action. You're expanding your aura by not giving away your natural energy. Quick story. I'm gonna let this video keep playing because this video is kind of long. Back when I was into lucid dreaming and I was on retention. Now prior to this, I've been a victim to succubus several times. Okay, before I even tell you that story, how many times have you ever laid on your back and you felt something get on top of you? That's a real entity getting on top of you. Now, I'm not trying to scare y'all though. That's a real spirit getting on top of you. You woke up and you feel something pinning you down. Let me tell y'all this. What will make them go away? Visualization. This is why I tell you, visualization is powerful. Do not panic. Don't be fearful. Say feed off of that. Be calm, reserved. Have resolve. Visualize light. White light shining from your body. Put all your focus and energy and attention to that white light. See it glowing from your body. If your energy channels are open, you'll feel it. They will hop off. Like they can't take the light. They can't stand the light. They're gonna go away. That's more than physical. That's more like when you're like drifting into the dream realm, the fourth dimension. So your pineal gland is declassifying when you're sleeping, because that's what the DMT, the spirit leaks out when you're sleeping. So that's why when people have sleep paralysis, is because you're like in an in-between state. You're not fully in the dream world, but you're still in the physical. But you're not fully in the physical either. You're not fully in the dream world, but you're not fully in the physical either. So you can start to see, you're actually seeing things that's there. When I was a kid, before I knew that, if you look it up, it would tell you that it's not actually there. It's because they only, at that, I don't know how new the information is now, but at that time, they only understood the energy of what's in the 3D physical realm. But it's actually there. I don't want to scare y'all though, but like I said, they can't harm you. How many times have you had sleep? You're still here, right? Did you wake up? Did you lose an arm? Did you die? Did you go crazy? None of that. Nah, you're good. They just want to feed off your fear, so they're going to try to be as scary as possible. But that's why that happens. So, in dreams, yes, you can create things which are thought forms in your dreams. But you're also when you're in a dream realm, you're also in a realm where there are things that already exist on their own. These succubuses and these incubuses be outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? They be out here picking people left and right every night. But anyway, I remember I'm on retention. I have this dream. Remember I said this is when I was into lucid dreaming though. So I used to get lucid in my dreams a lot. I used to be aware, I used to be awake in my dreams knowing I was dreaming. And I remember this girl was basically touching on me, flirting with me in my dream, basically trying to have sex. I told a story similar to this, I don't know if it was recently, when I was talking about, I think I was talking about shadow work, a video I did on shadow work. But this one is more interesting. So in the dream, I remember I got lucid, like she's kissing on me. I don't remember if I was kissing her back, but like I remember there was like I was like feeding into it a little bit, and then I was like, I literally stopped and I said, I laughed at it. I pushed it back and I laughed, and I said, you ain't gonna get me tonight. No jokes. I laughed and said something along those lines, and I walked away. And I just remember as I'm walking away, she turned into something like just like this. Just like this picture. Not exactly like it, but just pretty close. She started to turn from a girl, a normal pretty girl, into a monster. I'm just saying, family. This should get deep.
On the right is an incubus. These are the same demons, except the succubus is feminine and the incubus is masculine. So it's women out here. I'm not making this up, man. It's women out here. You ever been asleep, ladies, and you feel like somebody having sex with you while you sleep?
See what I'm talking about?
Been asleep and you feel like somebody's breathing on you? That's a fucking incubus, okay? So when you wake up sometimes and you can't move, but you can see and you can look around even though you paralyzed, okay? And it feel like somebody's doing something to you, that's a fucking incubus. If you're a man, it's called a succubus. So when you drink and you lower your energy field, these are the type of entities that attach to you, okay? This is why when you drink, you get more lustful. This is why when you drink, you get more angry. Because you are attaching fucking demons to your stupid ass. You fucking fools. This is why they put the goddamn Satan.
And this is how you know the New Young Pharaoh ain't the same person for real. They did something to him, because if you see the New Young Pharaoh with the eye, he drinking Henny in every video. I'm just saying.
Symbol on the motherfucking bottle, you fucking morons. Because they letting you know you are welcoming demons into your temple if you digest this potion. That's a potion. The bottle is the same shape as a potion bottle. It's a fucking elixir, asshole. And so, y'all niggas need to wake the fuck up, okay? We talking about Lucifer's presence in the black community. And I'm gonna pause right here because I got so much. And I just jumped around. I hope that I put it in a good composition for y'all because I had to kind of dumb it down Because I know a lot of y'all don't understand Freemasonry, but I believe I did my job. My spirit telling me I did my job, so I'm gonna be confident in my presentation as I always am. But let me talk chat.
You can go to any city in America, any city in the world, and know when you in the hood. You shouldn't know that. You can tell when you in the black and Latino area. You can tell when you in the black area and Latino area. You can tell when you in the white area. Any city. That's called segregation, man. That's social engineering. You look at the black community, nigga. We got currency exchanges, bro. In the white communities, they got banks. In our communities, we got Planned Parenthood on every corner. Meanwhile, in their communities, they trying to figure out how to have more babies. They getting shots to have more babies. But in the black and Latino community, they put Planned Parenthood and promoting abortion and your shit. Boy, you better remember who the fuck you are out there. Boy, this shit ain't no game. On every motherfucking level is division when it come to us. You feel me?
See, there's no other sign more secretive in the 12 than fighting. But if they really listen, they become tremendously powerful people because they get a natural development. For them, sleep is meditation. When they go to sleep, they really go. You know, they go somewhere. You know, all they do is fall asleep. And they have the spiritual experience. But unless you got a bond with your child, daughter, husband, or wife, they ain't gonna tell you nothing. They can keep a secret. If you want a secret kept, tell the devices. It'll never get told. You know, that's their nature. They're inside in the spirit realms. These are the people that can become drug addicts and not get damaged. And one day, stop. Just like that. Just decide, that's enough. And they are, 110% through with it, you know?
So we know what he's talking about, right? We know why he did that. We know why he had all of them people in a circle chanting that song and talking about spirits, land, and protection and back up off my family. I remember when he started to be around the church a lot and have church ceremonies. When you speak and you have people around you that know the power of prayer, that is literally sending ripple waves of protection or whatever he's channeling into these songs that these people are chanting. That is what's creating the power. And that's why he's so straight-faced in the video, because he knows what he's doing. He's sending a message and letting whatever is trying to attack his family, whatever he broke himself out of, to let them know, I have things in place. And
words have power, words have energy. When you chant songs are like mantras. So that's why, me personally, I don't listen to no type of drill music anymore. I don't listen to none of the hood stuff no more. I used to love listening to it, and it sounds good, but my spirit won't let me. I don't listen to none of that. Essentially what she's getting at. Songs carry energy. You hear a song enough, it's catchy, your mind catches it, it sticks in your head. Now you're thinking the words. What do they tell you about manifestation in the subconscious mind? Affirmations, the way you think, what's going on there? Be mindful of what you consume. Everything is consumption, not just what you put in your body. You have an aura, like we said earlier in the video. You have energy. What you see and what you hear also affects your consciousness. Music is catchy. It gets stuck in your head. Now you're chanting a song all day. You're carrying that energy. That's why motherfuckers who ain't never did nothing in their life, that listen to drill all day, all of a sudden want to be tough guys. You all of a sudden want problems. Who the fuck wants problems that don't got problems? How backwards is that? You're possessed.
world. So do not play with me, and we'll run big.
Or you might just have a fragile ego and fragile masculinity, and you want to prove yourself. Sometimes it's just that too. A lot of times it's both.
In my head around why he was doing this was because I was watching this testimony of this ex-Satanist, and he was talking about how he had to go in and dismantle churches because them praying or doing covenants where they would pray for 90 days, they had to break that up because it wouldn't, if they finished the prayer, the 90-day prayer, it wouldn't allow negative energy or like satanic energy to roam around in a certain area for 70 years. Let me show you.
They were able to capture, so to speak, the spirit realm and stop satanic activity for 70 years. Important how the leaders had mapped and said, if they can continue like this and finish their covenant, they are going to secure the gates of the spirit realm and stop satanic operation in the spirit realm for 70 years. And so we're telling me we have to do whatever it is to make sure they don't stop that.
This is why having control of a lot of people
I ain't never heard nothing like that before. That's crazy.
and them singing a song together, it's programming the collective, it's programming the energy.
Yes, Kaya, yes.
Of whatever they are trying to feed and harvest energy towards agendas that keep them in power. When he has those stages where nobody can find him and nobody can contact him, I really feel like he's like in deep prayer to where he's like fully focused on it and nothing can touch him because he knows the industry and what he's working against to protect his children.
Y'all having trouble going to sleep? Comments.
That was a great video, family. It was so much better than I expected. True gems were dropped in this video. If you came across this video, because this was supposed to be like the other ones. Some of them, most of these woke TikTok videos be having gems. But this one was, I liked how it started off okay. But when we got to Young Pharaoh and then our last one, powerful. But that's it for today, family. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. We got a whole lot more content on the way. This is just the beginning of my mission on this planet. My mission for my people. Before I end this video, let me just give thanks and appreciation and gratitude to the people who watch me. I don't know, really and truly. I know my girl be watching me. But other than that, sometimes I notice, sometimes some people comment on my shorts and I know some of my regulars on TikTok, but on here, I don't know. I assume that some of y'all found me from TikTok. Some of y'all might have found me from the YouTube shorts. But for my people out here who tune into my videos on my YouTube consistently, I just want to say to y'all, when I end my videos and say I love y'all, I don't just say that just to say it, family. I really mean it. And I just want to especially if you get to the end of my long ass videos in today's society where it's so hard to have a long attention span. I'm grateful for you. I love you. And my email is in the bio of my page or description or whatever the hell you call it. OldSoulJ569. Hit me up, family. Reach out. Don't be shy. I love y'all. But that's it for today, y'all. Peace.